I just kept escaping.
We have had this discussion on this show several times. Edibles ain't my jam. I roll a joint. I roll the biggest, most West Indian, Caribbean, motherfucking longest joint you ever had. But I can't do no edible.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what time it is, man. It's Friday Night Lights with the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walken. That's Carolina Dirt. And as always, our favorite sister, Miss V to the N. What's going on with you?
I'm good, man. Everything is good. I'm
For
just gonna
sure, for
post real
sure.
quick. Look, I'm gonna do my little
No,
poster
take
real
your
fast.
time, man. Y'all know how it is, man. Tune in, man. We're gonna talk about some shit and some stuff and some stuff that we shouldn't be talking about because we shouldn't know it, but it's 2025 and content is everywhere and all over the place. Yeah, man, that's how it is, man. It is Friday. We're rounding out the month of April. I hope everybody's Easter was fantastic and peaceful. And I hope that you thought about the Most High and His Son the way you're supposed to. And if you didn't, we pray for your ass anyway. Um, First time in my recollection that Easter landed on 420.
No, it's not the first time.
Okay, it's not the first time. It's the first time there was fanfare about it. You know what I'm saying? When I came up, nobody celebrated shit about 420. So I need the origins on the actual 420 start date because I was smoking before that.
I can give you a little bit. You want to know?
Well, shit. Carolina, what's happening? We gonna talk about that. Carolina, what's happening with you?
Ain't shit about the pub. It's Friday. I'm happy I made it. I'm blessed I made it. We here.
Hey, man, look, I'm ready to cup shorter tonight, man. I know y'all be like, that nigga don't be drinking. I don't sometimes, and sometimes I do, and sometimes it's water. But Venom, you be knowing stuff. And since I asked the question, I'm gonna let you expound. What's your 420 history for the people?
Okay. Now, from what I'm understanding, I could be completely wrong, but from my understanding, the idea of 420 came because that was the international time that people take a break at work and smoke.
Mm.
So that's what I was
Okay.
always knew it as. Now, I think they were more talking about cigarettes, but of course, the weed smokers adapted into the weed. For my understanding, 420 is just like an international time that people just go outside and smoke.
They indulge in the hydroponics and the marijuana. And one of these days, it's gonna stick to me what THC stand for. But all that shit boil down to um, higher elevations in your mental state. That's what I say.
Mhm.
That's what I say. So how you been, Venom? I know we just talked to you a couple weeks ago, man. I'm glad that you back because you always good with the brothers. So how you been?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. We still here. We out here in Trump streets. We out
Yeah.
here in these Trump streets. They're
Uh,
trying to survive the Trumpism.
yeah, well, we hang on, we grow together, stick to the ones that love you, and the ones that love you back because you gonna need them. We in a time where
Yep.
you gonna need the support.
Yep.
Yeah. It, man, I don't even want to get on that, but it feel like every day, bro, it feel like not loving hip hop, the real world, like it's scripted. Like he doing shit that he said he gonna do, so it's scripted, but then it's reality at the same time. Like it's just fucked
I
up.
don't know. It's more WWE than the real world.
Okay,
It's
real
Yo,
quick.
like
but you
they
know
doing
what?
shit that ain't supposed to hurt you, but you could die too.
Yeah,
But you know what's so funny is like and then I love to laugh at people who are like Trump supporters. I don't even think they're supporters. I think they're just like Trump lovers. It's like he'd be doing shit and then he'd be like, psych. It's always be like, did he do it or did he not? Did you do it?
Yeah.
Did you put tariffs or did you not? Did you do this? Did you not? It's always like, psych. Oh, shit.
I think just like him, they don't want to be wrong, so they just roll with whatever fucked up shit he do. Like morally, they know the stuff is wrong.
Yep. But you know what? Listen. Let's have a conversation. We're gonna leave the T word out of it. That's why I have to say to my family, you got family gatherings, you got family members that get triggered by the name Trump. So we be like, no T word tonight.
Yeah, I think my brother froze.
He looks frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen and shit kicked in.
Yeah.
They accept like
without the T word, how you view the black community, should we say?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
I think we have what I call the Black People Civil War going on right now. I think it's more between men and women. And it's like whatever a man does, the men defend. Whatever a woman does, the women defend. And everybody is speaking out both sides of their neck. Like, so, it's certain people, I ain't gonna lie to you, hand to the man. I just screenshot they posts because I want to wait till when they come back and contradict themselves.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's all over the place. I think that also the black community is like coming in a different level right now. There's a different level of money. He back. He don't put it down.
I don't know what happened because we be trying to do this shit and shit be happening. But no, y'all go ahead.
Now we talking about, listen, my little diffuser all in my face. Jesus, let me cut it off. Okay. That's like coming at me. It's being offensive right now. But yeah, you were talking about what I think about the black community. I mean, I think that we gonna be all right though. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, we gonna be all right. If anybody will stand this bullshit, it's gonna be us. So I'm good. I'm good with my people. Shit.
The amount of YT people that I be seeing on the internet that's just kind of having a meltdown. It's not even funny, but it's definitely interesting. Like, y'all finally think it's fucked up out here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Y'all finally understand that it's crazy.
About?
And then, like, you got wait till these damn student loans kick in. When these payments kick in, the people that
don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because I don't pay my payments. I don't have. Listen, I defer.
Hey, they took mine for about 3 years. They ain't even call when I looked at my check.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't bring them into play. And you know what's something else? Listen, I tell you some shady shit I do because I know the student loan people, they probably ain't gonna watch this shit. I always check. Okay, yeah, I'm married, but I always say we've been separated for 6 months. So we're not even gonna include. We're not gonna include his income in none of this shit.
Yeah.
Nigga don't live here.
I don't see why you would.
Right. He don't live here.
I do not. But you know what though? This whole administration, man, since he been in there, I feel like he be like, what can I say that I'm gonna do to upset the people? And then at the last minute, not do it, and then I'm the savior. It's like he got a method to the shit. Like, I'm gonna do some shit, but I ain't gonna do some shit. And then y'all gonna thank me for not doing the shit that I wasn't gonna do in the first place.
A lot a lot of it be distraction because they're signing bills and they're putting stuff in front of Congress for other shit to get passed. So a lot of that shit is distraction. They say he is the king of distraction now. Because we picking
Indeed.
apart the lies and they doing other shit. They signing other bills or they pushing other agendas.
It's sad, and I feel like the collective consciousness of the decent people is at the highest level that it's been at in a long time.
Okay.
You still gonna have, those ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? The super ignorant far right extreme and the super ignorant far left extreme. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna have them pockets of people, but on average, the average reasonable person, we probably we looking at shit like we understand how dire shit is. You feel me?
Right.
And you just got to keep your head on the swivel, man, and hope that it doesn't come to some
fuck around and find out
shit. Yeah. Some fuck around and find out shit. Like,
that
I'm
shit,
tired of doomsday movies.
Like, what are y'all opinions on the young man who got caught up in the situation where he stabbed the white boy at the track meet?
I keep hearing stuff, so I haven't deep dived into the whole thing. I was telling my brother a couple weeks ago, he asked me about it. Last week he asked me about it. And when I seen people put Carmelo Anthony, like the basketball player Carmelo Anthony, like I was not interested. And I'm sorry because it's such a serious topic. But when it was already confusion at that point, I didn't even deep dive into it.
Well, it's a lot of confusion because my first initial reaction was the young man, the black kid, brought a knife with him. Okay, so that shows intent. So I was like, he done. Then it comes out more that it wasn't that he had brought a knife. It was actually something they used to clean their cleats with. And the two white boys were twins. And they tried to jump him. And he got one. One fucked around and found out. And so that's why you see him out on bond. They lowered his bond. And he's in Texas, right? So Texas stand your ground law is different than a lot of other states. So in Texas, you can protect your property. Where in some other states, you cannot shoot somebody just over a car or, your property. Well, one of them white boys took his phone and threw it and smashed it on the ground. Technically, under Texas law, you can fuck around and find out then. You can protect your property. You have the right to do that.
It's the same, like the stand your ground law is so, even with the different interpretations, it's crazy because it's the same shit with the police. You can't tell me when the fuck I'm scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna tell me if police get to pick when they scared? How the hell you gonna hold regular citizens to when they scared? Now, I agree. Like, when I first heard it, I heard the Carmelo Anthony name, and I was like,
they gonna do this
Carmelo Anthony
dirty.
Well, not even I wasn't even there yet when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, these people crazy. Because, the internet will kill off a celebrity that we watching live on TV.
Oh, you thought
they'll say somebody dead. Yeah, they'll say somebody dead while they on TV. You know what I'm saying? So I let a couple days pass, and then the name just kept coming up, and I noticed that it was spelled different. That's when I started paying attention to, the legitimacy of the actual story. So you never want to rush to judgment, and we in a time where everything is rushed. Everybody want to be the first to get their opinion. So I didn't want to talk about. I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want to talk about it immediately. You know what I'm saying?
I wait too.
So as everything started coming out, these two big twins, 200 plus pounds. The Carmelo Anthony individual is a track He runs track. He 130, 140 pounds. Um, what we know, because we don't have any footage, they haven't publicized any footage of the actual incident. You know, they got a little bit of before it happened type shit. And if somebody been fucking with you over and over and over, what do you expect? Premeditated to me, even if he had a pocket knife, it wasn't premeditated.
So
to me.
So I did see a white girl. She was talking about it, and she said, "I said I didn't deep dive into it, so I don't know." She was saying, "With the stand your ground, he had an opportunity to leave. Like I don't know what she's going on. I'm just repeating what she said. She just said that he had an opportunity to leave. So the stand your ground might be hard to use as a defense if he had an opportunity to leave. Like so, I don't know. Like when they jumped him, I don't know if they just walked up and jumped him."
The coach who has made a statement when that situation kicked up, the coach instructed the black kids to go to another area, and they went over there.
Oh,
so they were the aggressors. That's why you see the charges dropping.
Yeah,
you see how it's dropping now once everything's coming out. Because at first it sounded like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But as the story is starting to really come out, his coach said, okay, go to this tent, go over there. Mm-hmm. And he went, and he removed himself from the situation, and then they came over there.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, when the bond went down, when the bond went from $1 million to $250,000, I was like, oh no, they know something. You know, something is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because the racial tensions these days is so high that it's always gonna be in the beginning, it's always gonna be the poisonous people. You know what I'm saying? That's who you're gonna hear from the most. So a lot of these white people saying that this was a thug and they couldn't find no pictures of him in a compromising position. When they looked into the family, they couldn't find them. Oh, he got a history of, criminal history. He been to jail 4-5 times. His daddy they was a regular, good Christian family that go to work. You know what I'm saying? That are well-to-do. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that we got to go through all of that. And for the people that be like, you guys are so quick to make it a race issue. Y'all have the luxury of not thinking about race as a cop-out. With black people, we always have to consider race. Initially, immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whatever's going to happen, I'm not going to pass no judgment. If he, in fact, ice cold, out of malice, stabbed this white boy and he died, go do your time. Right. If he defended himself from somebody that he has had an issue with that kept fucking with him over and over and over, and they probably didn't do nothing at the school through the administration like they were supposed to do, then I'm sorry that you lost your son, and free that man.
Listen, coming from an era where we used to put the switchblades in our mouth, high school, middle school, it like as adults, we got to put ourselves back in that position and how that felt. There were days everybody didn't go through it. I know y'all are bigger fellas, so y'all might have not had the bullying type, feel, because mugs probably didn't try to test y'all. You know what I mean? But I done been bullied. You know what I'm saying? And I knew how it felt to be bullied. I can remember my first fight I ever got into. I was in middle school. I'm waiting for the bus to pull up just to go home, and I see a whole wave of people, black people, coming down the hill my way, and I'm thinking, damn, they're getting closer and closer to me. Shit, everybody coming in my direction, like closer and closer. It was a bunch of them, and this was in Irmo. So in Irmo, everybody's related. So you get into it with one person, everybody else, they cousins. And I didn't even know I had a problem with a person, but hey, apparently they did. And I had a wave of people come down towards me, and when I say my heart dropped in my stomach, I didn't even know how to even deal with what was coming in my direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got into it with a Richardson. Come to find out, they related to the Hachawanda, the what's the Hachawangas, the damn Polacks, the goddamn Geigers,
the
Orgigers. And here I am, brand new from New Jersey, don't know nobody. And everybody coming in my direction, oh my God. I promise you, if I would have had a knife, I would have stabbed all the motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, you know, it's crazy. That's how you knew the fight was about to happen, when everybody start walking together.
Yeah.
That's when you know the fight about to start.
I don't know, back in the day, I don't know if they passed notes around like it's going down after school.
It was like the prison system. You know, they'll fly you a kite in the prison. You know what I'm saying? You would know. But that's one of the things, like, for people who have grown up in the same place, and you know what I'm saying, you've been around your entire family. As a transplant, I was like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we moved here, I think I looked at a yearbook or something, because I was like, man, there's a lot of them. It was like, so you got to deal with, and I'm just saying names. Some of the names may be accurate. I don't mean nobody no harm. This was 20 years ago. Ain't no harm, no foul.
Right,
no face, no case. But all of these people had the same last name. And just because they didn't have the same last name, it didn't mean that they wasn't related to the other last name. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't lying, cuz if 12 people drew down on your motherfucking ass, you was gonna get your ass whooped.
Hey,
that shit was crazy.
I couldn't even.
You know what's so crazy? To be like, I'm from New Jersey, and South Carolina was more treacherous to us. My brothers got in their first fights in South Carolina. I got into my first fight in South Carolina. We didn't even fight, and we grew up in a Jewish Italian neighborhood. Ain't nobody bothered us. We were the only black kids in there, and they just was like, "Hey, black kids, okay." We moved down south with more black people, and they was like, "Yeah, we gonna fuck you up."
But you know what? You know who fucked that up for y'all? New Yorkers. New Yorkers in the 80s that knew that their family, the majority of their family was from down here, would act like they was better than their southern cousins.
Yeah.
So when you come down from New York, we got a chip, because you think we slow. You think we something to play with.
You bump.
So there you go. So when I bama your motherfucking ass back up the road, you tell them what you did over the summer. Since you so bad.
They come down for the summer. They come down to visit for the summer. They come down there like, oh, what's his name? Eddie Murphy and Martin in the damn when they went to jail. Life. We from New York. We from New York. Y'all some bumpkins.
Right.
Y'all better relax. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, it's a lot of y'all. It's lights everywhere. Well, it's dark out here.
That's funny. That's funny. It's true though. No, but that is true though, because like I know a lot of people from up north that do nothing but complain about being down south, and you be like, well, take your ass back up there then. Why are you still complaining? Like, either you gonna be here, cause for me, I am a South Carolinian now. Okay, I did a stint in New Jersey. I was born in Virginia, but I claim the Carolinas. Period. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand, and I can't stand when I see somebody always talking all that shit, and I'll be like, "Take your ass back, man. What you here for? Oh, you here staying with your grandma because your grandma got a house here. That's why you here.
Right.
Let's tell the truth. You here because your grandma got a house. There ain't no house in New York for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Venom. So you posted, I think last year. So is it where you born or where you from? So when people ask you where you from, or is
I
it
tell
where
them I'm
you
from
born?
here.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
like. I hate when people say the for the born thing because I was born in Virginia, but I only lived there till I was 2.
Mm.
You cannot
Right.
make me claim Virginia. I can't tell you a street. I can't tell you a highway. I can't tell you a high school. I can't tell you nothing out of Virginia. Just because my birth certificate says Virginia, you can't make me claim
Yeah.
Virginia. I don't know. I don't nothing about Virginia. Now, I lived in New Jersey for a little while, and I know some things about New Jersey. But where I got my feet in was Columbia, South Carolina.
You got your
So
first
I
fight.
claim South Carolina.
Get your first fight. Your first
My
fisticuffs.
Now
my first fight,
it's
my first kiss,
definitely
my first fuck.
all that. All of that is what matter though. All of that is where you get your motherfucking license at. Where did you do the majority of the people that know the most about you? Where they at?
South Carolina.
Okay, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
the
But
part.
I
The
get
part.
asked that a lot because I don't have a southern accent. You know what I'm saying? So people always will be like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, I tell people all the time, I went to Spring Valley. I
Yeah,
might not sound like I'm from South Carolina, but I grew up in a household where both my parents, okay, are from Birmingham, Alabama, and they don't have southern accents. Neither one of my parents. If you talk to either one of my parents, you would not know that they were born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. They speak diction like that.
right.
So southern accents just was not in my household, even being from the South. And I'm from the South South. That's what I'm saying. Like my roots is dirty. Like we from Alabama. If you want to get real dirty about it, my people's I'm an Alabamian in my
Right.
my culture. But we just don't have southern accents.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing for me and my brother. Like I guess now it's been years, so depending on what we talking about, how sober I am, you know what I'm saying? It'll slip out. But that was the one thing. Like I never had any particular discernible accent. We ain't never had no like our people from Mont's Corner. You know how they talk.
Yeah, oh yeah. You should have a little Geechee in you, a little water in your voice. That's what I call it. Have a little water in there.
It's in there. It's definitely in there. But growing up military, moving to different places, Midwest, other countries, you know, I was born in Georgia. I'm a South Carolinian. You feel me? I never claimed to be a Georgia boy. It's in there. It's in there because that's where I was born at. But the streets of South
Where you
Carolina
was
raised
born,
me.
Dirk?
You wouldn't even believe I told you.
No, I don't believe it because you're gonna tell me.
Oh, Kentucky.
Oh shit. Oh, you just whiskey liquor. That's why you like that moonshine. It makes sense now. It all
His
makes
doctor
sense
was
now.
drunk. Right. His doctor was drunk.
Yeah, it all makes sense. You straight
but
whiskey liquor.
I've never, other than our family, I've never had nobody tell me that I talk weird. And it might be because my size, I always been big, but I've never had nobody call me out for the way I talk, other than family. And they really didn't call it out. They just be like, when introducing to somebody else, this is my cousin from Columbia. This is my cousin from the city. This is my cousin from the metro. But nobody's ever called me out about my having an accent other than family.
Oh
Yeah.
no, like with me, like of course my demeanor. I have my whole demeanor. Immediately, they always are like, "Where you from?" Now, and if I'm like riled up, I get real Georgie on your ass. I'll get real Georgie on your ass. Okay. Like if I get real hype, you gonna get all that up north. You know what I mean? It's just still in me. I don't know why. I don't know why it just did not come out of me, but it just is. But I'll tell anybody all day. I went to Spring Valley. I'm a Valley girl.
Straight like that. No, I mean like I said, it's it's important to be knowledgeable about where you are from. Where you born ain't necessarily where you from. You feel me? So, like
Amen to that.
Uncle Shannon say, Uncle Shay say, my
Mm.
grandmama always told me she
Your
ain't tell you
grandma,
not to mess with them white women.
yeah, she didn't tell you. She done told you everything about the white girl. Everything but them white girls.
Wait. You got an Uncle Shay Shay, or we over here transitioning to
We
Shannon Sharp?
transitioning. No, we ain't got
We
no.
Oh,
we we we
was that a
transitioning.
transition? I look.
We transition.
Ooh. Bruh
Yeah.
I get it.
man.
No, hold on.
I get it.
Let me ask you
Oh,
this.
go ahead.
I've always wanted to know, and since you've been in the music industry, so to say, why is it always the athletes? Like the music people can get them and leave them alone, but the actors and the athletes, especially the athletes, why do
It's a
they
certain
get
kind of athlete.
okay, certain type of athlete?
I
But why
think it's
is
an
it?
ego.
Mm,
It's a certain level of ego. And so like both have musicians and athletes both have talents 100%. Okay. Did y'all play football ever in school or anything? Okay, you did.
He
You did.
did.
Okay.
I didn't.
There's a level of ego that comes in the athletics that's like so because like artists are always checking themselves, like doubting themselves, like doubting, am I good enough? Is this good enough? Da da da. Athletes have stats. You can't play with stats. You can play with artistry and say that song was good. Oh, I ain't like that song. But stats you can't argue against. So with an athlete, they can come to tell you, I got this many tackles, I got this many touchdowns, I got this many baskets, this many pass offs, I got this, and it's a record. An artist is still subjective because there's always somebody that can say that song ain't shit, but can't
Right.
nobody take your stats away. See what I'm
Right.
saying? The ego is more concrete. Because you
I
can
feel
100% say I did what I did.
I feel like it's regional. I feel like it's regional. I think it's more times than not a black ass fucker from South Georgia.
Mm.
A black ass motherfucker from Florida. A black ass motherfucker from South Texas. Like, I really think it play into the history of black folks and white folks. There is a certain kinds of black folks hold that relationship. Certain types of black men hold that relationship with a white woman as even a measure of success. You feel me? I really feel like Shannon probably grew up being an African booty scratcher. A black ass from South Georgia who did not, he was young, he ain't had no money, he was dirty, you know what I'm saying? And to even look at a white girl from his town at his young age meant something taboo. You feel me? So now that he getting to like crazy money, like he made a lot of money playing football, but now he getting to crazy money.
Crazy
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he probably got that fantasy of I'm gonna knock the bottom out this motherfucker here for my ancestors type shit. But Uno reverse, you can't compete with white woman tears.
But here's where I think where everybody's having the problem with him. It's not white women. It's that the girl was 19, my G.
That's
and you're
definitely
damn
a
near
big issue.
60. Like you gotta think like we're in our 40s. Would you ever want to have a sexual relationship with somebody that just was in high school a year ago or less than a year ago, maybe 6 months ago? What would make you want to have like I can't imagine what a 19, 18-year-old could say to me that will entice me. Now let me just say this. Let me just add this. Um I watch a lot of different things on TV. I have a very eclectic palette on TV. So one of the shows that I've been going back and watching is Gossip Girl. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And there's one particular character that older women always prey on the younger guy. And I'm always looking and I'm looking at the older woman like, what would make you want to fuck a 19-year-old boy? That 19-year-old boy ain't but what the fuck a 19-year-old boy about to do for you? Because when I think back to my 19, 20, 21, 22 sexual encounters, I'd like to just erase them shits because they weren't shit.
I think it's
Weren't shit. I'd like to make them all go away because they did not. Like as being a grown ass woman and having grown people sex, I'm sit back and look at that sex and be like, that wasn't shit.
right. I mean, it's definitely weird that you almost 60, cuz. Like, the difference in age is still a much older to her, much younger to you woman. If you just go on the medium, and they got a 37-year age difference. So you could have been with a 37-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying?
And they still look good.
And they still look good. I feel like we are in that time now where everything is a problem, for one. Men have always, in the history of manhood, it's always been wrong. Don't get it twisted. But the history of men, it has always been an older man, younger woman. George Burns had a young wife. You know what I'm saying? Anna Nicole husband was 70 when she was, what, 23?
Yeah, that was crazy. You know
what I'm saying? It's like when you do shit like it's the moral part of it for the rest of us. The moral part of it say, you know what I'm saying? I got to give you the side eye type shit.
Right.
When they put a legality to it.
Like when you hearing the recordings coming out, okay, first of all, because, okay, everybody's like, she set him up. No, that's a young person's game. That's how young people do. That's what fucking when a 19-year-old gets. 19-year-olds do that. They're going to record conversations. They hit record every time they phone call. But when you almost 60, you don't know that because that ain't your game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, it is some men and women, because I do not want to exclude women, because we can go to that next.
There's some cougars out there that's
we can
fucking with a 19-year-old.
Yeah, we can go to that next. But like, you know, and y'all know, I'm very open about experiences I had in my life. You know, I had a friend's dad. Hey, Dirt, you know, when I say hand to the man, you know I'm about to tell you a story. Right? Okay. That used to, you know, come on to me when I was a teenager. And he did it subtly, you know, one of my good friends. And so when I come to the house, he make little remarks, he come on my little job, whatever. So fast forward, I'm 18, running to him at the gas station. And I got some friends in the car. And I'm like, hey, can you buy us some beers? Can you buy the beer? I mean, I'm gonna give you the money, but can you, get the beer for us? Whatever. It probably was Zima or some dumb shit like Mike's Lemonade, back in that day. And he did it, and then he rolled up and he was like, okay, cool. So when we gonna fuck? And I'm
no. Yeah,
And he was like,
He swan dived out the window. He didn't jump out the window. He swan dived out that moment.
he was like, you ain't no little girl no more. So like you've been looking for a long time. You was looking, waiting for the legal age to be able to say that. You know what I'm saying? To even come out your mouth and say that. And so it is people who they are predators, but they can control themselves. They can control themselves enough to try to wait till you're legal. Once you're legal, then they're like,
Right. Nah. Um, jammed himself up, man. And it sucks. It sucks for a couple different reasons. It sucks because he always talk about himself in a high regard, and
Mm-hmm.
he gives off that I have a good moral compass because I love my granny. You feel me? He didn't really hide the fact that he was a freak. You know what I'm saying? He jumped into that, but nobody knew how young we was talking about. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but
right,
saying?
he also went off on Deshaun Watson about his sex capades and all
right.
that. Like, you can't be judgmental on other people,
Ooh,
and
And he
you
has
say
doing
that,
definitely done
Dave.
that.
and
Say that,
you doing all the shit that you went hard on other black athletes and black
Dave.
entertainers for doing. Like,
If
if
I'm
that's the
Ocho
case,
Cinco, I'm coming
oh
to your
yeah,
house, cuz.
I'm coming because many times he got on Chad about the brand and don't stop the money and I'm gonna show you the right way and we gonna take this. Bro, you've been doing all this shit. You hurt Chad brand now
Yeah,
because you helped
he
Chad
did.
to get to where he is, and Chad can't do a show by himself. We all know that Chad can't do it by himself. So now
He
you did
can.
this.
He can now.
He can now, but it's Chad. Are you gonna sit there and listen to Chad 20, 30 minutes for a
Ain't
podcast?
nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing
Exactly.
that.
That's what I'm
Eh,
saying. So you hurt Chad. You hurt Chad. Stephen A was behind you. ESPN was behind you. Disney was behind you. But once again, you were judging other black men for whatever sexual acts they did that you felt was wrong, but you was also doing. You was a
That
hypocrite.
nigga wanted. He
It,
couldn't help it. He wanted to be Shaka Zulu.
and here's the thing. And here's the thing. This is the worst part about it. That girl set him up. You got tricked by a 19-year-old. You need to hide in the corner, my nigga. Okay? Because even if that was what it was, hide in the corner, my nigga. Because ain't no 19-year-old gonna run those circles around me. Ain't no 19-year-old can come in my space and I not feel that they're here for the wrong reason. So, so if let's just say she was conniving enough to get you, you got duped by a 19-year-old. Come on, man.
He fell in love.
Because you don't
No, he
know
fell
enough
in love.
about technology.
No, that man fell in love. If he was with her for 2 years,
He didn't
he,
fall in love. He was getting
bro,
his
that
rocks
nigga
off.
fell.
Cause
He
he
fell
had
in love.
control. He thought he had control.
Bro, with that much money, that much
I'm
fame.
with Jay. I'm with Jay. I think he felt like he had more control than what
Well, he
was
was in
going
love with the
on.
control then. He was on some Diddy shit. He was just in love with the control.
For sure, for
There
sure.
was something. There was something about them together that he loved and he could not let go. Because
Cause
as you
that
said,
like when they released that conversation as a grown ass man, who wants to have a conversation like that? Who wants to have a conversation? It's like, uh, uh, you know,
Well, I guess.
maybe what? What? You know what I'm saying? Like you're so emotionally immature, it's ridiculous.
all right,
Because as soon as I would have got on any conversation with a person that cannot string a sentence together, it would have been
There you
over
go.
with.
yeah,
And we
but
ain't
like
got
you
shit to
said,
talk about.
how did she get in his space and how did he keep her in his space? One thing about entertainers, and I know you don't agree with this, Venom, but in a sense, if you had a show, you do a show, If your security team let somebody in, that's on you, but you really don't know the age. Shannon Sharp knew the age of that girl.
No, I agree. I agree with that. Like dealing in certain settings,
Yeah,
you don't know people's ages.
but
You know
for
what I
2 years,
mean?
he knew that girl age for 2 years. And then Shannon made a comment on it was another guest he had, and I want to say it was what's the comedian dude? Not the funny dude. Do the skits. Country Wayne. If you go back to that show, he told Country Wayne, I think it was Country Wayne, he'll buy them something. Country Wayne said, I'll buy him a house or a car. He was talking about, I'll buy him a bag or something like that. I think it was Country Wayne. But if she talking about each cheek $25,000, you know Shannon was paying. Each cheek for a 19-year-old, 25. I'm sorry, Venom, but you a female at 19. And she talking 25 a cheek, which means he done gave her 5, 10 before. At least.
The sad part is, at that level, she probably got passed off to him. You know what I'm saying?
Skip was doing it.
She probably got passed off to him. I ain't gonna say no names of nobody else. You feel me? I ain't gonna say no names of who would have done the passing, but that kind of, and she's not innocent. Don't get it. I'm not saying she's innocent. She gonna make some money, but she ain't really gonna get it from him. He gonna lose some money, but he ain't gonna have to pay her too much.
Oh no, he about to pay her. He about to pay her.
Nah. I don't think so.
Okay, pinky bet.
Oh, we can put a
friendly bet. Let's do a $10 bet.
We can do a $10 bet.
$10.
Yeah.
$10. Shannon Sharp gonna cut that check.
For how much? The 50?
I ain't gonna say it's gonna be 50.
It ain't gonna be 5.
10 already. He already offered $10 million. He already offered $10 million. He gonna cut the check.
Before or after? When did he offer the 10?
Before everything came out.
Before everything came out, he offered the 10.
Yeah, he offered her $10 million, and she said nah.
Yeah,
she said nah. She turned the $10 million down. He about to cut a check. He gonna cut a check. So we got a friendly bet, $10.
Yeah,
I'm gonna want my money. I'm gonna want my money.
You get your money. You gonna get your money if that's the case.
Look, I'm gonna take it right to Jersey Mike's when I get my $10.
Hey, Jersey Mike's just got sold too.
Yeah, you still gonna have to put a couple dollars with that motherfucker.
So that's another thing. I think, and this is just my personal opinion. Obviously, if you up for a new contract for anything about to make a big amount of money, that shit should not be put out there to the public. Now, if he signed the contract, all right, cool. But to say you up because of Jonathan Majors, when they said he was going to get this Marvel contract, what it could be worth, then shit came out. There's other people, when shit come out, is when shit is saying they're about to get something.
Yeah.
Now, it's up to Shannon to keep that shit quiet. Like, he could do an NDA to whoever's offering the money. But for the
he should have paid her what she asked for, and we could have not been talking about this.
But what I think also, because that's the other thing when you said pay for. So there's two things in my mind. When he mentioned Jay-Z in the little, I want to take it back. I want to get back to my family. Said
to the lawyer.
The thing about the Jay-Z shit was. And there was, I think it was Boozy. You can pay all these lawyers to fight your case, but you still gonna lose regardless, because you're gonna lose the money because you're paying all these lawyers.
And the court of public opinion.
Yeah, you still gonna lose. But him throwing Jay-Z in there, I wouldn't have put Jay-Z in there.
No, you can't put Jay-Z in there because the Jay-Z accusation was so ludicrous it didn't make sense.
Exactly.
It didn't even like that didn't even make sense. Like the Jay-Z situation doesn't make sense. And that's why we see it went away. We don't hear nothing about it no more, right? It went away.
Yep.
He was just trying to besmirch. He used that to try to besmirch the lawyer's name. You feel me?
Like
I said, he's trying to push it. to the court of
He said-
public opinion. He took.
Yeah, but he said Jay-Z name by that same lawyer going after Diddy too. So he was smart. He was trying. The lawyer or whoever wrote that shit was trying to be smart. But that's the same lawyer that went at Diddy and then dropped the case. But he didn't say that. He said he tried to say, well, he went at Jay-Z and they dropped the case. But that same lawyer went at Diddy too and they dropped the case. They just didn't use that. But for Shannon Sharp to win, he got to pay the girl and have everybody get past the moment. If he string this out, people ain't gonna get past the moment. So he can pay her. He's gonna have to pay her.
He gotta pay the girl and then go sit in the corner for a little while. And then something else will happen and we'll move on. Because look, it was just last week we was on Kanye's hill.
Mm-hmm.
And his wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause come on. Why Kanye up there talking about he was sucking his cousin dick? Like, come on. Like, I don't know if the white celebrities be having these moments because I don't follow them. I'm not gonna say they don't do it, but I'm over the black celebrities and mostly males.
You not knowing how the freaky business at this point is your own fault. You feel me? Like you have the money to conduct freaky business. Doing the right shit.
Hey, so y'all know, y'all say social media, you can get addicted to social media. Is trending a drug?
For sure. Listen,
because I feel like that was
trying to get there. Yes, there are people that would do anything to get there. They will cut off a limb. They will go to jail. They will do illegal shit to trend. Like I watched this one guy. I love his videos. He only reports on Instagram famous people, and his name is Ray something, and he only reports on Instagram famous people, but he reports on these people really would do anything to trend. They are literally risking their life to trend. You know what I'm saying? It is a drug. It is that sensation of, I have my little taste. My taste. That's my taste. I've had my little taste of celebrity, and it's enough for me. You know what I mean? Some people want a big gulp. You know what I mean? I had enough. You know what I mean? Just enough to be like, if I go in the grocery store, I go in Little Caesar to pick up a pizza, somebody knows who I am. Go in a little store, people know I am. That's enough taste for me. Where some people, I don't know. I don't like just having that taste. I don't know why. For me, I don't understand why you would want more, because it's
not being able to move expeditiously through your life. That shit gotta suck. Like when you talk to celebrities, I'm sure Will Smith would like to just go somewhere and show up and have a steak and nobody say nothing. Not have no flash.
I don't want nobody looking over here. I don't want nobody taking no pictures. Especially in the height of my career, I had to think about what I had on when I walked outside. I had to think about what shoes I was wearing, because if they caught me out here, literally one time, true story, hands to the man. I used to live across the street from a Circle K. Took more to get the car out than to go to the Circle K. So you know what I did? I just walked over there. I walked to the Circle K. I walked back to my house. By the time I got home, I had a Facebook message. It was like, Venom, I saw you walking. Are you okay?
Right. Oh, Venom down bad.
Right.
It don't take much of shit no more.
Right. I just wanted to go to the gas station and get what I wanted and come home. I didn't want that. I didn't want none of that. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine their level, because like I said, I only have a taste of it. You know what I mean? I have literally been in North Carolina at a restaurant, and when the service knew who I was. I've been in Atlanta before, checking in a hotel. Oh, that's Venom Vixen. I'm like, oh fuck, god damn, I was in Vegas. I knew they looked like some Colombian niggas. I tried to
Well,
walk so
you,
fast. I was trying to walk so fast on that strip, and it was like, Venom. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, you now you know in Vegas it's always gonna be somebody from your city, just because of what Vegas is in the grand scheme of things. You feel me? Um, I'm disappointed in Shannon. I'm not,
I,
and my judgment don't account for shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna go and live a great life. Disappointed at the person he chose to engage in
Definitely.
debauchery with. Disappointed that you thought that she was gonna have some type of secret keeping ability because nobody under the age of 28 had, like, everybody lived their life on social media. You feel me? So you would have had to, you need to deal with a person or take the legal steps to keep your motherfucking business out the gutter. You feel me? Um, he'll be all right. No matter what, he'll be all right.
Oh,
I don't
But he
know if
gonna
he's gonna
lose
survive
a
this one.
bunch of money.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he's gonna survive this one
because you see,
because
the
Of
ex
course he
girl
gonna
got her.
survive it.
The ex girlfriend came out. You see the
yeah,
ex
I don't
girlfriend?
know if he's gonna survive this one because I'm gonna tell you. I think there's gonna be somebody else that's gonna come out.
It def it
It
definitely is.
normally is.
That
You
ain't the
remember
only 19-year-old he been fudging.
no, well, you remember when Skip got caught up? That whole FS1 or that Tina had, because Skip had allegations right around the time Shannon left. I think Shannon left like right before that, and the Skip allegations
He
came out.
talked shit then.
He talked shit then.
He
But
gonna
that's the
say,
other thing.
Look, did you see the clip that went back to Club Shay Shay where he says, I don't date my age, I date my wage. Shit, not
Yep.
on no 19-year-old. You ain't dating your wage.
But how is it Kat told you and Monique told you? So two people told you, but your grandma
Everybody
ain't tell
think that
you.
they can
So
be right.
two people that don't know you told you, but your grandma ain't tell you. Your grandma done told you everything in life for the last 3 years you've been doing this shay shay. Your grandma been saying some shit, but she ain't tell you nothing
Everybody
yet.
think they
Because
can stay
grandma
above the
knows
fray.
them little ass girls you over there with.
No, I think it's like my brother said. You from the country part of Georgia. Everything you said, you ain't had no doors, no windows, no nothing. You was damn Rosewood movie, like. And now you got some money. You got money in the NFL, but you wasn't a star, but you got some money. You probably had some then. Some of them probably gonna come out. You know, Bill Cosby had people come out from the 80s. Shannon was late 80s, no, early 90s, early 2000s. They probably gonna come out.
I guarantee it's gonna be some more that's gonna come
It's
out.
gonna be some more come out. But like my brother said, I think now with the Cat Williams shit, the shit blew up, and with social media and the internet, he's reached and probably got some shit that he never knew he was gonna get. And I'm not gonna say he abused the power, but he took it upon himself to indulge heavily.
He
Because
started
ain't no way
being
you put a
in.
collar. How you put a collar around a girl neck?
She
Just
let him. She let him put that collar on him.
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the first. If she say do it again, that wasn't the first time he put it. Like once you open the Pandora's box, what happened? You start trying some new shit.
I'm all about consent. I'm all about saying, yeah, this person. Because listen, everybody got their little freaky tails. Everybody got what they like to do. I'm not. Listen, I don't care what you do in your bedroom. But it's just a it to me. A 56-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman is a it to me because you do have a maturity and an emotional maturity over a 19-year-old girl. At my age right now, 45, about to be 46 next week. If I got me a 19-year-old boy, I could probably dog walk his ass too. I
For
could
sure.
probably tell him some shit, make him feel like that's the right thing to do. That's a 19-year-old boy. My son's out there right now, right outside my door playing a video game. He's 17, about to be 18 in January. If a 50-something-year-old woman tried to transcend on him, I had to beat her ass. Because I know she gonna dog walk my son.
But would your man do it? Because like you said, you mentioned earlier, it's a double standard. It's a
No,
double
I'm gonna tell you
standard.
right now, I would dog walk that bitch.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about. Would your man do the same? Like, is it because of double standard? Would Smitty be like he got to learn on his own?
No. He would 100. No, he that big age gap. No, Smitty would not be good with that.
Yeah,
Like maybe if she was, if he came home with somebody who was like maybe 10 years older, he might be like, yeah, but not no 30 years older.
Yeah.
30 years older, I'm looking at you real fucked up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For
There's
sure.
a difference. You know what I'm saying? We can play with some numbers, but I still feel like first of all, as a grown person, why do you want to deal with anybody whose age still ends with teenage?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you know what that is, though. That is an obsession with the flesh. Clearly, he wasn't hanging out with the chick. It wasn't no, unless they present the audio where he, whispering sweet nothings and pledging his undying love to her. You know what I'm saying? It was really about what it was. She's OnlyFans, allegedly a OnlyFans.
That's the other thing. Of all these women,
Yeah.
you pick a young OnlyFans. Of all these women throwing that thing at you, you pick a young OnlyFans. So you already know what you paid for.
Everybody don't hit your freak meter. She hit his freak meter.
No, man.
I'm not saying it's right.
She clearly didn't, because she ain't wanted it in the butt, and he wanted it in the butt. So she didn't hit his freak meter. There's chicks out there that want it in the butt. She ain't want it. And
now that's where it gets weird. Like, if you not happy, if she's not doing the things you want, why is you still fucking with her?
Because he paying for it. He paying for a service, and he want his service.
So maybe that'll come out. Maybe you just a prostitute.
Right.
Maybe it was just a prostitution situation.
I said, you need more context.
This is not the first time one of our athletes then got caught up in a rape situation. Oh, excuse me. I'll take the R word off. In a sexual assault situation that has to do with anal sex. Kobe.
Right.
Anal sex is a thing that you have to make sure that your partner, that's something they want to do.
But
you have to make sure that.
That's not necessary. I ain't got to go in the booty.
No, you got a different freak meter.
But there's some that want it. There's some that just want it. But you know what?
There's women that want it.
Right.
And the man ain't necessarily
women that want it. Don't give it to women that don't want it.
Right. He Bolo, man.
I don't want it.
He Bolo. He picked the wrong person to try his freaky little shit on. What she looked like don't matter, but she kind of looked average. She looked like 100,000 other motherfuckers that would have been anywhere from 20 to 40 years old.
If he
and
was like 100,000 motherfuckers,
and there's a bunch of them would have liked the anal sex. So here's the question. The question you have to now ask yourself, and I know men don't, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it to you, two men. Is it really about it, the anal sex, or is it about the fact that I can take it from you? And that's where it becomes criminal. See,
right?
Of course, you want anal sex all day, and there's so many women that would give it to you. Why would you force it on a woman that doesn't want it?
Yeah, we done talked about too much butt stuff.
That's the
we have talked about enough butt stuff for the evening. Vito, I always appreciate you when you come on because you always have dope perspective. You always ask the extra question or present a different avenue. That was just way too much butt stuff.
I
We
love
gonna get up
y'all.
out
You
of
know,
here.
y'all my brothers from another.
Indeed, indeed. Anything that you want to say or talk about?
No, just listen. I love y'all. I appreciate it. I'm glad I got to come on here and pop my little shit real quick. Always, hey, I'm here.
Hey man, look, y'all gonna see Venom, man, whenever she got time to be down. And when you don't see Venom, you can ask for Venom, and maybe she'll show up because you asked for her. I mean, she gonna show up if we ask for her, but she might show up. Show her that love. You feel me? Um, Carolina, what you got before we get up out of here?
Uh,
That boy was loading just now.
He's shaking his head.
yeah, I'm good. Hey, see y'all next week. Yeah, see y'all next week.
Yeah, hey man,
So
look,
funny.
we never know what's gonna happen in the news cycle, man. We gonna try to hit a little bit of everything and put our spin on it like we do at Bar BOTB. We
Hey, I do got a
appreciate y'all
question.
for pulling up.
I got a quick question. Venom, real quick, as you know, we were talking about Colombia and we were talking about other stuff real quick. As fast as you can. Do you like the growth of Colombia the last couple of years? Real quick.
The city,
Yeah.
I like it and don't like it because the traffic is getting crazy.
All right. All right. I just wanted to ask. I meant to ask you that the other day.
Yeah, no, the traffic is getting crazy. Shit.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. No, man. Hey, look, if you run across this man and you never been to Columbia, South Carolina, I would say go now. I would say go now, not because, but because it went through an evolution. If you hadn't been there in a while, Columbia has gone through evolution, man.
It is.
It's a nice city, and they are starting to provide the things that cities have. You feel me? So that beyond that, y'all be easy, and we'll talk to y'all next week. This is the BOTB live show. That's Venom, V to the N. That's Carolina Dirt, man. Let the people who love you back until the next time, man. Y'all be easy. We gone. We about to be gone. We left. We right.